Welcome to MTG Casual Commander Unboxing. The real goal is to make your money back. No cards under $1 or I'll eat them right now on camera. Let's see how Benny J does.
Benny J with MTG Casual Commander with a box opening that I won from a tournament from our local game store, Dawnfather Games. And I'm kind of looking for some of them Transformers, so let's get into this. Oh, I scratched the box. Oh, I don't care. Oh, get out of here, plastic. Kill the fucking... No box topper in that one either. That's fine. Alright. Not gonna mess around with no commons, uncommons, just, well, unless something catches the fancy, but I doubt it. Art cards, you've probably seen them. Oh, there's Goblin.
Please be a bad card.
Talisman. Transpider. Ooh. Reach. When Transpider enters the battlefield, you and target opponent each create a tapped Power Stone token. You can pay 7, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in random order. Argivian Avenger. A soldier token. Well, that's pack 1. Let's see what we get in 2. Art cards. Commons, uncommons. Foundry Inspector. Artifacts cost 1 less. Gix Command. Choose 2.
Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Put 2 target, or put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature. It gains lifelink until end of turn. Destroy each creature with the power of 2 or less. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power from all creatures they control.
Nice.
And Hero of Dunes and a Thopter Foundry.
I swear I can't get rid of those stoppers. They just keep coming back.
Oh my god, there's tons of them.
I'm still hungry.
Little Goblin blueprint card.
Right up your alley, Benny.
Oh, I know. Soul Guide Lantern. A Blast Zone. Blast Zone enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it. Tap to add a colorless. Pay XX and tap it and put X charge counters on Blast Zone. Or you can pay 3, sacrifice Blast Zone, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on Blast
Anything
Zone.
under $1, that's going right in my tummy.
Phyrexian Revoker, all nice and shiny. As Phyrexian Revoker enters the battlefield, choose a non-land card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated.
Delicious.
That might be pretty nice for some people. And a Power Stone token. That'll go good with my... What the hell was that guy from the last set? Planeswalker?
The Karn, man. The Karn.
Fucking Karn.
I told you it'd be good for something.
Yeah, right? Of some sort. An Elsewhere Flask. Misery's Shadow. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. A 2/2 for 2. He also has pay 1. Misery's Shadow gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Mass Production.
Oh, don't be sad.
And some rules. Listen here, box. Alright.
Like how Dashner has to open it up like it's in the store, like with the tab out and everything before you open it.
Oh, yeah, you gotta like fold it under.
Yeah, it's just a thing, man.
Dashner's weird like that sometimes. An ornithopter token, or not even a token, it's just an ornithopter. Urza's Command. Choose 2 creatures you don't control, get -2/-0 until end of turn. Create a tapped Power Stone token. Create a tapped 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Or scry 1 then draw
I have one of those still caught in my teeth.
Mishra's Juggernaut. Another Power Stone. Good. Because evidently you're going to be needing a lot of them in this set.
There's the Transformers.
That's what I'm saying. They're all in your box. Urza's Workshop. Have to add 1 land or 1 colorless, or it's got Metalcraft, which is if you control 3 or more artifacts, it's got Metalcraft. Have to add a colorless for each Urza's land you control. And a Swiftfoot Boots. Ashnod's Flesh Mechanist.
That card belongs in my belly.
Death Touch. Whenever Ashnod Flesh Mechanist attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, create a tapped Power Stone token. Pay 5, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Create a tapped 3/3 colorless zombie artifact creature token. There's that word again. Phallogy, foliage, I don't know. Some kind of archaeologist. Oh, and one of them fancy for your flip cards. Right. Let's go.
You're going to need those fancy flip card blanks when you get all those Transformers.
Well, you gotta get them first.
Is there a Transformer that you want? I think Starscream was really good.
Ashnod's Altar. For 3, sacrifice a creature, add 2 colorless. Hall of Tagsin. Tap to add a colorless. Pay 1, add 1 mana of any color. Pay 4 tap. Create a tapped Power Stone token.
That card is gonna make a
Hey, rather
killer
than- Oh, look at that,
sandwich.
+1/+1 counters.
See, now you got a card to use those Power Stone tokens.
Well, I do have a card. It's a Karn. That's all fancy, stained glass and everything.
I remember when you opened that.
Oh my god, it was nice. Another Ashnod's Altar with a different art. Oh no, this is the blueprint one. Nice. Yeah, Visions of Phyrexia. An enchantment for 2 colorless and 2 red. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't play that card from exile this turn, create a tapped Power Stone token.
I'm eating that.
And another for your flippy cards. All them too. Let's get to the good stuff. That's a lizard. Ichor Wellspring. Elsewhere Flask. Skitter Beam Battalion. For 9. As prototype, you may cast this spell for 3 colorless, 2 red. You may cast this spell with different mana cost, color, and size. It keeps its abilities and types, which would be Trample, Haste. When Skitter Beam enters the battlefield, if you copy it, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. What? If you cast it, create 2 copies. Okay, I gotcha. Rhapsody. No, yeah, well, sometimes reading's hard.
Hey, you know, and sometimes you got to play it a couple times.
Right.
And then you get it.
Yeah. Oh, struggling. Oh, a signed one. Mayer. John Mayer signed my...
The singer? Nice.
I don't know. It's a Mayer. or another ornithopter.
Told you, man, you can't get rid of them.
Diabolic Intent as additional for one colorless and one black. It is a cost to cast this spell. Sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a card. Put that card in your hand and shuffle. That's gonna go in a lot of stuff. Next. So far, no Transformers. I think they put them all in Pat's box. Not cool. My friend Pat.
I think Mark opened one. Quad.
All right.
I'm not sure if it's open yet or not.
Defense Grid. For 2 colorless. It's an artifact. Each spell costs 3 more to cast, except during its controller's turn. And an Ivory Tower. Harbin Vanguard Aviator. Legendary creature, human soldier, flying. Whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain flying until end of turn.
That is going into Atog's mouth.
The Spurs Soldier decks.
Argivian Restoration? Oh. I might have to make your artifact deck. Seeing how there's a ton of them in here. Still waiting for... I'll be pissed I don't get any of them damn... whatever they're called, Transformers I think or something. Sigil of Valor. Laundry Inspector.
You don't even know what they are, but you're gonna be upset if you don't get it.
Liberator Urza's Battlethopter. Legendary artifact creature Thopter. Has flash. Flying. You may cast his spells. You may cast colorless spells and artifact spells as though they had flash.
That's nice.
Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell is greater than Liberator Urza Battlethopter's power, put a +1/+1 counter on Liberator.
A Thopter that grows.
Scrap Work Mutt.
Foil.
Yeah.
See, that's why you can't get rid of the Thopters, because not only are they everywhere, now they're getting bigger just sitting there.
A Cloud Key. 3. Artifact. This Cloud Key enters the battlefield. Choose artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Tokasai's welcome. Takasi's welcome. I wish they would put like how you say some of these words on here, but alright. An enchantment for 2 colorless and white. Whenever 1 or more creatures with the mana value 3 or less enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Wasteful Harvest. More tree wasting there.
See what you did there, Benny?
Yeah.
Yeah, that last card, if you played it with Panharmonica, it would still trigger additional time.
There's a Transformer. Lead Swing Cruel Tormentor. For 5 and a black.
Those cards are
meets the eye
mine.
for 3 and a black. You can cast this card converted for that. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent loses life equal to the life that player lost this turn. If no life was lost this way, convert Blitz Swing. Living Metal. As long as it's your turn, this vehicle is also a creature. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose Flying or Indestructible at random. Blitzwing gains that ability until end of turn. Whenever Blitzwing deals combat damage to a player, convert it. We're just going to leave that one out, because Soul Guide's Lantern. The Temporal Anchor. For 3 colorless and 3 blue. Beginning of your upkeep, scry 2. Whenever you choose to put 1 or more cards on the bottom of your library while scrying, exile that many cards from the bottom of your library.
I put that shit on everything.
Okay. During your turn, you may play cards exiled. Oh, I see. With temporal anchor. I got you. I got you. Paragon. Whatever. Leather armor. Oh. Equip creature gets +1/+0 and has ward 1. For equip 0. Nice.
Oh, I mean, it's just leather.
Well, yeah, but gives you ward. A little incentive for people not to attack you or that creature. Ooh. I like these lands. They got, I don't know who that is, but it's a creature of some sort on there. And it's foily, full art. That's nice. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. Platinum Angel.
And that's the
That's the schematic one or whatever.
Yeah.
Flying. You can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. First 7.
that card sucked when it first came out. I hated seeing it.
Oh, look at that. Razor Lash Torment. Transmogrant. That was the art card. Anyway, Razor Lash. That word again, can't block. He's 3/1 for 2. You can pay 4 and 2 black, return Razor Lash Transmogrant from your graveyard to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. This ability costs 4 less to activate if an opponent controls 4 or more non-basic lands. And usually they do. Ashnod's Intervention. Oh, a zombie token. An artifact zombie. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know if we're like halfway through.
Wow, you were just railing on that box, Benny J.
Well, yeah. It's 'cause you got all these stinking, commons, uncommons.
He's just burning through them to get more Transformers.
Bonesaw for 0.
Ooh, one sauce nice.
Yeah. Another Drafna, founder of Latinam.
Throw that one on my plate.
1 blue and a colorless. It's a 2/1. You can pay 1 blue and a colorless. Return target artifact you control to its owner's hand. Or you can pay 3 and tap him. Copy target artifact spell you control. Copy becomes a token. Airfoil, Aeronaut's Wing, and a Coalition Relic.
Nice.
For 3 artifacts, you can tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Or you can tap and put
Bad
a
for
charge
you,
counter on Coalition
good for
Relic.
me.
And at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, remove all charge counters from Coalition Relic. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool for each counter removed this way. That's nice.
Very nice. Multicolored batteries, I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh. Channeling Dashner on that opening. Another signed one. I don't think they're worth much. A little Disenchant. Evolving Wilds. Mishra's Bauble. Siege Veteran. For 2 colorless and a white at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control. Whenever another non-token soldier you control dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. So, this shit's dying, but you're just getting another one back, so it's cool.
Quite the soldier theme and Thopter theme today.
Yeah, well, I figured there was going to be lots of artifacts and wasn't sure about a lot of Thopters, but whatever. It seems to be that way. Oh, some kind of worm there. Bonesaw. Gixian Puppeteer for 3 and a black.
Now.
Creature for Phyrexian
Sounded
Warlock.
sexual.
Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Throw it in there with your shield.
Oh yeah, definitely going in Shalodred. Whenever Gixian Puppeteer dies, return another target creature card with a mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Perimeter Patrol, another Power Stone. You don't need no whammies. Actually, the transformer I want was, I think it's Soundwave makes the.
Soundwave with the little cassette.
Yeah, he makes little cassette tokens.
Even if you get one, you got a really rare chance to get a cassette token for anything.
Sculpting Steel. For 3, you may have Sculpting Steel enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact on the
Sometimes
battlefield.
you have to throw it out with the trash.
Blade Coil Serpent. 6 and X. Artifact Creature Serpent. When Blade Coil Serpent enters the battlefield, for each blue spent to cast it, draw a card. Or for each 2 blue spent to cast it, draw a card. When Blade Coil Serpent enters the battlefield, for each 2 black spent to cast it, each opponent discards a card. And the same if you spent 2 red, it gets +1/+0 and trample and haste until end of turn. Wow.
Well, that's a wordy ass card.
Yeah. And a battlefield forged foily borderless. Nice.
Nice. Very
It is
nice.
pretty nice.
You got 2 more Transformers and only a few more packs to go. You gotta beat the ratio.
Precursor
Oh,
Golem
napati.
for 5. Artifact Creature Golem. When Precursor Golem enters the battlefield, create 2 3/3 colorless Golem artifact creature tokens. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, that player or that targets only a single Golem, that player copies that spell for each other Golem that spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those golems.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Liquid metal coating. Hajar Loyal Bodyguard. Red
Delicious.
human soldier. Sacrifice him. Legendary creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. That probably going in Joda. Phyrexian Infiltrator. Scion of Ujin. Yeah. What's up, Transformers? Let's go. I got one. Another Ivory Tower. Muriel or Myrel, Shield of Argive. Human soldier, during your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments.
Nice.
One of the most expensive cards on set right now.
When Myrel, Shield of Argive attacks, create X/1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens where X is the number of soldiers you control. Well, might have to make a soldier deck.
Fucking A.
3 Vigil. And a soldier token.
Yeah, I see a soldier deck in my future.
Oh,
Another one I should play.
yeah, we're getting on to nitty gritty.
Come on, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, or, what's the other one? Not Optimus.
The bad guy?
No, like Ultra Prime, I think it is.
Ultra Prime.
Burnished Heart, Spring Leaf Drum, Phyrexian Dragon Engine. For 3, artifact creature. Double strike when Phyrexian Dragon Engine enters the battlefield from your graveyard. You may discard your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. Has Unearth for 3 colorless and 2 red. And it melds with Mishra. Little flippy with a whole bunch of things.
That is a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not reading that right now.
No. Well, maybe I should. Whenever Mishra's lost to Phyrexian enters the battlefield or attacks, choose 3. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Mishra deals 3 damage to any target. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker. Creatures you control gain menace and trample until end of turn.
So broken. That is so sick.
Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 until end of turn, or create 2 tapped Power Stone tokens.
It's one of those cards like Voron Clicks that you feel bad after you play it.
Do you really?
Yeah. You have to apologize to the table for playing a card.
Geology Enthusiast for 3 colorless and 2 blue. Using an Artificer. At the beginning of your end step, create a tapped Power Stone token. You can pay 6, draw a card, and put a +1/+1 counter on Geology Enthusiast.
One thing I heard
That's
is end
fair
of turn
flask.
free power token.
Pretty much. Perennial Behemoth for 5. Artifact Beast. You may play lands from your graveyard. On Earth for 2 green. You can return it to the battlefield. Gains haste, exile it at the beginning of your next end step. Well, that's pretty nice. Woodcaller Automaton for 10. Also has the prototype where you can pay lesser cost, an actual color, and it's smaller, but it has all the. Whenever Woodcaller Automaton enters the battlefield, if you cast it, untap target land you control, it becomes a tree folk creature with haste and base power and toughness equal to Woodcaller Automaton's power and toughness. It's still a land. And it's an 8/8 if you cast it for 10. So that's kind of cool. And some more, whatever you want to call them, little token thingies. Alright, there it is. Okay, this is the one I was talking about. Ultra Magnus Tactician for 4 colorless, a red, a green, and a white. He's got more than meets the eye for 2 colorless, a red, green, and a white, and you can play him flipped. He's got Ward 2. Whenever Ultra Magnus attacks, you may put an artifact creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. If you do, convert Ultra Magnus at the end of combat.
Is this the one you wanted?
Yeah,
Nice.
right? Alright. Living Metal has haste. Formidable. Whenever Ultra Magnus attacks, attacking creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If those creatures have total power 8 or greater, convert Ultra Magnus. Nice.
That's really
That's who you were talking to.
Yeah, that's the one I was just talking about. That's crazy. And the Might Stone and the Weak Stone. Legendary artifact creature, or not creature, it's a Power Stone. When the Might Stone and Weak Stone enters the battlefield, choose one. Draw 2 cards. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. And you can tap to add 2 colorless. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact creature spells. It melds with Urza. Ooh. Let's see, we get to see what Urza does. You may activate the loyalty abilities of Urza Planeswalker twice each turn rather than only once.
Wow.
+2 artifacts, instant or sorcery spells you cast this turn cost 2 less to cast, you gain 2 life. +1, you can draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Or 0, create 2 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. -3, exile target non-land permanent. Or -10, artifacts and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents.
Ouch. That is brutal.
And he comes, well, when he gets melded, he's got 7 on him already.
Jeez.
So, yeah. That's not so bad.
I think between your Transformer and that guy, you got a
Yeah.
pretty awesome pack.
That one was a pretty good pack right there. Good stuff. Semblance Anvil for 3. Imprint. When Semblance Anvil enters the battlefield, you may exile a non-land card from your hand. Spells you cast that share a card type with the exiled card cost 2 less to cast. Very nice. A Teferi. Temporal Pilgrim. For 3 colorless and 2 blue. This legendary planeswalker. Whenever you draw a card, put a loyalty counter on Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. Comes in with 4 loyalty counters, and if you go 0, you can draw a card. If you go -2, create a 2/2 blue spirit creature token with vigilance, and whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Or -12. Target opponent chooses a permanent they control and returns it to its owner's hand. Then they shuffle each non-land permanent they control into its owner's library. What?
Dude, you got 2 boss planeswalkers.
Right at the bottom of the box, man. That's where they
Yeah.
all sit.
Looks like might only have 4 left, maybe? 4 left to get that other
To get more living metal.
living metal. Artificer's Dragon for 6, flying. Pay a red artifact creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Also has Unearth for 3 colorless and 2 red. You return to the battlefield, it gains haste, exile at the beginning of next end step. But whatever, that's pretty sweet. Maze Mine Tome for 2. Tap, put a
I
page
have one
counter
of those still caught
on
in my
Maze Mine
teeth.
Tome. Scry 1. Pay 2 and tap it, put a page counter on Maze Mine Tome and draw a card. When there are 4 or more page counters on Maze Mine Tome, exile it. If you do, you gain 4 life. Dang, wait a minute, there's... Wait a minute. Okay, so far this is the 3rd rare out of this pack. Hercule Master Wizard for 1 colorless and 2 blue. At the
Delicious.
beginning of your end step, if you cast a non-creature spell this turn, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. For each card type among non-creature spells you've cast this turn, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Pledge of Loyalty. Yeah, that was a pretty good pack right there, too. Ooh. The old borderless full art foily, or not foily, land, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, people. Alright. Maybe you don't, but another Teferi borderless blueprint. Damn!
That's awesome.
Well, I just read that one, so
You don't need any more Transformers.
no, I don't.
You're
Really.
done. You're done.
Kayla's Command. Choose 2 for 1 colorless and 2 white.
That
Create a
card
2/2 colorless
belongs in my
construct
belly.
artifact creature token. Or put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. It gains double strike until end of turn. Search your library for a basic plains card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Or you gain 2 life and scry 2.
Oh, don't be sad.
Rune Chanter's Pike. For 2, equipped creature has first strike and gets +X+0, where X is the number of instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard. Another Power Stone token.
You're gonna need them now.
Yeah. Oh. Last 3. I guess I don't need any more Transformers. Like I said, the only other one I wanted was the one that makes the fucking little cassettes. borderless or full art brush land. Tap to add a colorless or tap to add a green or white and it deals you damage. Sigil Valor. Fauna Shaman for a colorless and a green. It's a 2/2. For a green you can tap it. Discard a creature card, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. That's kind of nice. Almost like a... Yeah. Joy. I can't think of the name of the card.
I knew he wasn't going to finish that one.
I can't think of the name of it. Tutors.
There you go. There you go.
Felt like Dash for a second, like forgetting my name. And a Joyra of the Gitu. For 1 colorless, blue and red. Pay 2, remove a non-land card in your hand from the game. Put 4 time counters on removed card.
Anything
If it
under
doesn't have
$1,
suspend,
that's
it
going
gains
right in my
suspend.
tummy.
Very
It's a
nice.
sweet list card.
Yeah.
I like the card a lot.
Alrighty. Like I said, I really don't need it. I got a lot of shit in this box, but
You don't need it, but you'll take it.
I'll take it. Jarlum, Tom, Simeon Simulacrum.
I'm still
3.
hungry.
Artifact 8. You don't look like no 8. Whenever Simeon Simulacrum enters the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Also has Unearth for 2 colorless and 2 green. Power plant worker. And some more of them.
That power plant workers like that throwback to Urza's block.
I think that's kind of what a lot of this might be.
That's what it feels like.
Oh, yeah, that's that one he built in that whole era.
Journeyer's Kite for 2 colorless. You pay 3 colorless and tap it. Search your library for a base
Oh,
land card.
yummy,
Reveal
yummy,
it, put it in
yummy.
your hand, and shuffle. Very nice. Mox Amber.
Nice.
Last of the pack.
For 0, tap to add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control.
Please be a bad card.
Mishra's Command for X red. Choose target player. They may discard up to X cards. Then they draw a card for each card discarded this way. This spell deals X damage to target creature. This spell deals X damage to target planeswalker. Target creature gets +X/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. That's kind of nice.
That card is gonna make a killer sandwich.
Well, that's it. This Benny J.
Show us that Moxie.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That last of that pack was so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That was really good, man.
Anyways, Benny J with MTG Casual Commander.
We'd ask if you made your money back, but
I-
we know you did.
I definitely
you won
made-
this pack at Don Father's.
Technically, I paid $25 because that's what it was to get into the tournament where I won it. At Don Father Games, everybody go check out your local game stores.
I'd say it was totally worth it.
Like, comment, subscribe. I didn't even win any of the games at the tournament, so
You don't have to say that.
I know, but it's whatever.
Let's see how Benny J does.
After pricing out Benny's The Brothers War box, Benny J pulled a value of $142.33, meaning that Benny gained $12.33 in value. Great job, Benny J.
Sweet. Make sure you check out every single bit of our content on MTG Casual Commander. Let the magic continue.